हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू यूट्यूब चैनल ऑफ अक्षर एजुकेशन। कैसे हो सब? बिल्कुल बढ़िया। आज हम इस वीडियो में बात करेंगे स्क्वायर और टॉपिक इज स्क्वायर एंड स्क्वायर रूट। फर्स्ट विल डिस्कस व्हाट इज द स्क्वायर ऑफ द नंबर। स्क्वायर, what is square? Square means a number which is obtained by multiplying a number with itself is called the square of number. What is square of the number? The number which is obtained by multiplying the number with itself is called the square of the number. That means, suppose 1 square is there, 1 power 2, that is 1 square. So 1 square can be obtained by multiplying number 1 with itself. So multiplication of 1 with 1, that is known as square of the 1, which is 1. Clear students? A number which is obtained by multiplying a number with itself. So here, if you want to find the square of number 1, you have to multiply 1 with 1 only. So that answer is 1. So square of number 1 is 1. Similarly, 2 square. So square of 2 can be obtained by multiplying 2 with 2. Square of the number 2 can be obtained by multiplying 2 with 2. You have to multiply number with itself. So 2 का multiplication 2 के साथ, so it's a 2 2 4. 3 square multiplying 3 with 3, which is not 6, है ना? 3 3 9. 3 3 9. So similarly, you have to learn the square of the number from 1 to 20. So 4 square is 16. 5 square, so it's a 5 5 25. 6 square, so 6 6 36. 7 square, 7 7 49. 8 square, it's a 8 8 64. 9 square, so multiplication of 9 with 9 is 81. 10 square, multiplication of 10 with 10 is 100. Done? Then 11 square. 11 square is 11 into 11, which is 121. 12 square, 12 into 12, 144. 13 square, so 13 into 13, 169. 14 square, so it's a 14 into 14, 196. 15 square, so it's a 15 into 15, 225. 16 square, so it's a 16 into 16, 256. 17 square, so it's a 17 into 17, 289. 18 square, so it's 18 multiplied by 18, 324. 19 square, so it's a 19 multiplied by 19, 361. And 20 square, 20 multiplied by 20, 400. These are the square of the numbers from 1 to 20. This square you have to learn. Clear students? So what is square? The number which is obtained by, that means a number which is obtained by multiplying a number with a number is called the square of the number. So here you can set this 1 is the 1 square is 1. 2 square, so square of the number 2 is 4. So what is 4? It's a multiplication of 4 with a multiplication of 2 with 2. Done? Now that is the process, है ना, squaring the number. But after doing the square, we are getting these results. That is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64. So these numbers are called perfect square numbers. Square means this is one process in which you have to multiply the number with itself. We are talking about that process. That process is known as square. But multiplying the number with itself, whatever the result are there, they are known as perfect square numbers. So next definition is perfect square. Perfect square. So perfect squares are nothing but the numbers. Which numbers? Here it's a 1, 4, 9. Perfect square. So it's a 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49 up to 400 और आगे भी जाएंगे 21 square, 22 square. So these numbers are called perfect square numbers. Numbers are called perfect square numbers. So what is the definition of perfect square number? What is the definition of perfect square number? How can we define the perfect square number? So these are the perfect square number. So number is said to be a perfect square number if it is square of some natural number. A number is said to be a perfect square. Perfect square. Number is said to be a perfect square if it is a square of some natural number. है ना? तो number is said to be a perfect square number if it is the square of some natural number. समझो इसको क्या मतलब हुआ. Here these numbers are said to be a perfect square number. So let's start with 1. So can we say 1 is the perfect square number? So for that you have to check whether this 1 is the square of some natural number. Yes, 1 is the square of the 1. So we can say that yes, 1 is the perfect square number. Done? Now next natural number is 2. Can we say 2 is the perfect square number? What is the definition? It must be the square of some natural number. So 2, natural number 2, is the square of any natural number? No, है ना? 2 कोई भी नंबर का स्क्वायर नहीं है, and that's why 2 is not perfect square number. Can we say 3 is the perfect square number? 3 कोई नेचुरल नंबर का स्क्वायर है. किसी भी नंबर का स्क्वायर करेंगे हमें रिजल्ट 3 मिलेगा. So we can say that 3 is not the square of any natural number. That's why 3 is not perfect square. Now 4 is the perfect square number. तो चेक करना है कि is there any number whose square is 4? Yes, 2 square is 4. So 4 is the square of which natural number? 4 is the square of natural number 2. That means by taking square of 2 we are getting 4. So this 4 is perfect square number. Clear students? So this 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64. So number which is obtained by squaring some natural number. That means if the number is square of some natural number, then we can say that given number is the perfect square number. Done? So 1, 4, 9, 16. In this case 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 121, 400. These numbers are the perfect square numbers. Why? Because they are square of some natural numbers. है ना? Suppose यहाँ पर 196 है. Consider example of 198. So can we say 198 is a perfect square number? 198 कोई भी नेचुरल नंबर का स्क्वायर है? No. That's why 198 is the not perfect square number. Clear? Can we say 400 is the perfect square number? Yes, 400 is the perfect square number. Why? Because it's the square of natural number 20. Clear students? So this is the definition of square and perfect square. Now we have to discuss the properties of this perfect square. Properties of this perfect square. Properties of this perfect square number as well as this square. So we have to discuss some we can say some rules, we can say some properties of this square and perfect square. So first property, that is the unit place digit. Unit place digit. So unit place digit of this perfect square number are always 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0, 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0. So unit place digit of this perfect square number are always 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9. Unit place digit of these perfect square numbers are always 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. That means at the unit place digit of this perfect square number, we are never getting the numbers 2, 3, 7 and 8. देखो कोई भी नंबर का स्क्वायर निकालो आप, उसके यूनिट प्लेस पर, है ना, जो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर मिलेगा उसके यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट पर हमें कभी भी 2, 3, 7, 8 नहीं मिलेगा. We are always getting numbers 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9 at the unit place of this perfect square. 1 है, 4 है, 9 है, यहाँ पर 6 है, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, 0, 0, 1, 4, 9, 6. कहीं पर भी आपको 2, 3, 7, 8 ये चार में से कोई भी एक डिजिट यूनिट प्लेस पर नहीं मिलेगा. So perfect square numbers are always end with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6 and 9 digits only. Always ends with the 0, 4, 5, 6, 9 digits only. That means we are never getting 2, 3, 7 and 8 at the unit place of the perfect square numbers. We are never getting 2, 3, 7, 8 at the unit place of the perfect square numbers. Clear students? That is the first property. Now second property. Square of even number, square of even natural number is always even and square of odd natural number will always odd. Even number and odd number. For example, let us now consider the 1 square. Now 1 is which type of number? Even number or odd number? 1 is the odd number. So if we take the square of 1, we are getting 1. So 1 is the odd number and its perfect square is 1, which is also odd number. So here we can say that square of odd number is always odd number. Square of odd number is always odd number. For example, this 3. 3 is the odd number. What is the square of 3? 3 square is 9. So answer is 9. 9 is also odd number. So square of odd number is always odd number. 5 is the odd number. Therefore square of 5, which is 25. Now unit place digit of this 25 is odd number. So this number is also odd number. So this is the property, square of odd number is always odd number and square of even number. Suppose 2 is the even number. 2 is the even number. 2 even number है, तो 2 का स्क्वायर करेंगे, we are getting 4. So 2 is the even number, whose square is 4, which is also even number. 4 is the even number, whose square is 16. So 16 is also even number. Suppose 6 is even number, whose square is 36. So 36 is the even number. Suppose 16 is the even number, whose square is 256. 256 is also even number. So second property that you have to learn, that you have to remember, that square of any odd number is always odd number and square of even number is always even number. Clear students? Now next property. Next property is the perfect square number. Perfect square number can always be represented by product of pair of, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, perfect square number can always be represented by product of pair of always represented by product of pair of prime numbers. So what is the meaning of this? Perfect square number can always represented by the product of pairs of prime numbers. So consider the perfect square number, for example 25. 25 is the perfect square number. So this perfect square number can be represented by the product of one pair of prime numbers. So 25 is nothing but the 5 5s are 25. So it's a product of one pair of prime numbers. Clear? Suppose 49. So it's a 7 into 7. It can be represented as a product of pair of prime numbers. For example 36. 36 is the perfect square number. It is also represented as a product of pair of prime numbers. How? Suppose it can be represented as a 2 into 3 and 2 into 3. So here two pairs of prime numbers are there. 2 and 3 prime numbers, 2 and 3 prime numbers. So 36 can be represented as a product of pairs of prime numbers. This is one pair of prime numbers 2 and 3. So two pairs are there of prime numbers 2 and 3. So you can represent any perfect square number as a product of pair of prime numbers. Done? Suppose 100 is a perfect square number. So it is also represented as a product of pairs of prime numbers. So 2 and 5 prime numbers. So 2 into 5 into 2 into 5. Okay students, next property. Next property is square of the number. Square of the number with unit place. With unit place digit. Suppose square of the number with unit place digit 1 or 9, then that number ends with digit 1. ये क्या मीनिंग हुआ? For example 1 square. So here we are taking the square of number 1. So here unit place digit is 1. So 1 is there. So if you are taking the square of this number, then that square of the number is also end with 1. This is the unit place digit of perfect square number. For example 9 is there. So if the square of the number with unit place digit 9, then square of that number ends with 1. Unit place digit 9. If we take the square of this number 9, we are getting 81, in which unit place digit is 1. For example 11. Here unit place digit is 1. If we take the square of this 11, we are getting one number whose unit place digit is also 1. Consider the example of 19. Number is 19 whose unit place digit is 9. If we take the square of this number, it will end with digit 1. So any number whose unit place digit is 1 or 9, whose square is always end with digit 1. Clear students? Now next, any number whose unit place digit is 2 or 8, whose square is always end with 4. For example 2 square. So here unit place digit is 2, square is 4. So again unit place digit of this 4 is 4. For example 8 square is 64. So here unit place digit is 8 and the square of number is 64 whose unit place digit is 4. So number with unit place 8 whose square is end with the number 4. For example 12. So 12 square. So here the number whose square we are finding, whose unit place digit is 2 and is square end with the 4. For example 18. Unit place digit of this number is 8 and is square end with the 4. So any number whose unit place digit is 2 or 8 whose square is always end with the 4. कोई भी नंबर का यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट 2 या फिर 8 होगा, उसका स्क्वायर निकालेंगे, उसका यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट क्या होगा? 4. Now any number whose unit place digit is 3 or 7 whose square is always end with number 9. है ना, कोई भी नंबर ले लो, आप उसका स्क्वायर निकाल रहे हो, अगर वो नंबर की यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट पर 3 या फिर 7 नंबर है तो उसका जो हमें स्क्वायर मिलेगा आंसर, वो जो स्क्वायर परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर मिलेगा, वो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नंबर की यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट पर हमें क्या मिलेगा, 9 मिलेगा। लेट्स चेक इट। 3 स्क्वायर यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट इज 3, सो स्क्वायर इज 9, सो अगेन यूनिट प्लेस डिजिट ऑफ दिस 9 इज 9। 13 ले लो, 13 है ना, so here in 13 unit place digit is 3, take its square, we are getting 169, so again at the unit place we are getting 9. 7 square is 49, so unit place digit of this 49 is 9. 17 unit place digit is 7, whose square is 289, so again we are getting unit place digit as a 9. Clear students? So similarly for the numbers whose unit place digit is 4 or 6, whose square is having 6 as a unit place digit, and similarly if the number whose unit place digit is 5, then square with end with digit 5, है ना। 5 square, so it's a 5. 15 square, so 5. उसके बाद बस आगे ले लो 25 square, ना 625, so it's a 5. So this property you have to remember. Now next property. The next property says that there are 2 and natural numbers are there. 2 and natural numbers exist between square of natural number and n plus 1. n plus 1, इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ, 2 consecutive natural numbers, है ना। कंसिडर 2 consecutive natural numbers, n और n plus 1, that means 2 होता है if we are taking n equal to 2, so n plus 1 is 3, so you have to consider square of 2 and 3, so between that two numbers 2n number of natural numbers exist. For example, let's take n equal to 2, so our two natural numbers are 2 and 3, है ना। if you are taking n equal to 2, so 2 consecutive numbers are 2 and 3, so between this square of 2 and 3, so 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9, so between the square of this 2 and 3 there are total 2n numbers, so 2 and n is 2, so number of natural numbers between 2 square and 3 square will be 2 into 2. 4 natural numbers are there between square of this 2 and next consecutive number which is 3. So it's a 2 square 4 and 3 square 9. So which numbers are there? We can say 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are the 4 natural numbers which exist between this 2 square and 3 square. आया समझ में? Suppose if we are taking n equal to, suppose ले लो 3. So now we are considering 2 consecutive natural numbers. If n equal to 3, the next number is 4. So n equal to 3 and n plus 1 equal to 4. So between the square of this 3 and 4, 3 square and 4 square, how many natural numbers are there? So it's a 2n, 2 3s are 6 natural numbers are there. So here we can say that there are 2n means 2 into 3, or you can say this is equal to 6 natural numbers exist between this 3 square and 4 square, 3 square and 4 square. Let's check it. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So between the square of this 3 and 4, 3 square and 4 square, 2 and 6 natural numbers exist. So that 6 natural numbers between 3 square 9, 4 square 16, that numbers are 9 और 16 के बीच के नंबर कौन से आएंगे? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clear? So this is how you can find the number of natural numbers exist between the square of two consecutive numbers, है ना? There are two n natural numbers exist between n and between square of n and n plus 1. Number of natural numbers between square of two consecutive natural numbers. Clear? Two consecutive numbers means 1, उसके बाद तुरंत दूसरा नंबर. Suppose if you are taking n equal to 5, है ना? ये तो छोटे नंबर है. Suppose if you are taking n equal to 20, चलो तो क्या होगा? 20 और 20 के बाद दूसरा नंबर कौन सा आएगा? 21. So how many natural numbers are there between square of this 20 and उसके बाद का next number 21 square. So you have to find the number of natural numbers between 20 square and 21 square. बोलो. So here n equal to 20. So you have to consider the twice of this 20. So total 40 numbers are there between square of this 20 square and 21 square. So we can find out without the calculation. Verify करना है तो वेरिफिकेशन करो. So 20 square which is 400, 21 square which is 441. So 401, 402 up to 440. Total 40 numbers are there. So we are directly getting the answer by using this equation. That is our property. Two n natural numbers exist between the square of number n and n plus 1. That means between the square of two consecutive natural numbers. Clear students? So pause the video. Chalo, next property. Next property of this square is number of zeros. So perfect square number always ends with even number of zeros. Even number of zeros. क्या मतलब हुआ इसका? देखो, perfect square number always end with even number of zeros. For example, 10 square. So we are getting 100. 100 is the perfect square number. So here number of zeros are 2. Number of zeros are 2, which means here number of zeros are even. है ना? For any perfect square numbers, it must have or it has even number of zeros. Suppose if we are taking 20 square, so which is equal to 400. So here number of zeros are 400. Suppose if we are taking 30 square, so it's a 900. So here number of zeros are even. Suppose if we are taking 100 square, so it's 100 into 100, so 10,000. So again number of zeros are 4, which is even. So perfect square numbers always end with even number of zeros. That means the number which is end with odd number of zeros is not the perfect square number. The number ends with odd number of zeros. Odd number of zeros is not perfect square number. Is not perfect square number. Clear students? Suppose for example 1000, for example 2000, for example 4 lakh. So these numbers are not perfect square number. Why? Because in 1000 number of zeros are 3. So number of zeros are 3 means odd number of zeros are there. So 1000 is not perfect square number. 1000 किसी भी नंबर का स्क्वायर नहीं है. Suppose 2000. For 2000 number of zeros are 3, which is odd number. That means 2000 भी किसी भी नंबर का स्क्वायर नहीं है. For example 4 lakh, total number of zeros are 5. So total number of zeros are 5, which means they are odd number. So 4000 also not the perfect square number. Perfect square numbers always end with even number of zeros. If number of zeros at the end of number are even, then we can say that given numbers are perfect square numbers. Clear students? Now next property, that is sum of first and odd natural numbers will give us the square of n number. The property says that the sum of first and odd natural number sum of first and odd natural numbers gives the square of natural number n. The sum of first and odd natural number gives the square of number n. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? सुनो, you have to consider the sum मतलब एडिशन करना है किसका? फर्स्ट एंड ऑड नेचुरल नंबर्स. n is one नेचुरल नंबर. कौन सा नेचुरल नंबर? ऑड नेचुरल नंबर. Natural number starts from the 1 and goes up to infinite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinite. But here you have to consider odd natural numbers, है ना, where n is some natural number. For example, first let me write down the odd natural numbers, है ना, odd natural numbers. So natural number तो है लेकिन हमें वो odd consider करना है. सो फर्स्ट नेचुरल नंबर इज़ 1 विच इज़ ऑड. उसके बाद नेचुरल नंबर आएगा 2 विच इज़ इवन नेचुरल नंबर. तो वो कंसिडर नहीं करना है, हमें कंसिडर करना है फर्स्ट एंड ऑड नेचुरल नंबर्स. तो 1 के बाद आएगा 3 विच इज़ ऑड नेचुरल नंबर. उसके बाद 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21 अप टू इन्फिनिट. सो दिस आर दी ऑड नेचुरल नंबर्स. डन. बीच में से इवन नेचुरल नंबर से उसको हमने निकाल दिए. नाउ प्रॉपर्टी क्या बोलते हैं देखो. सपोज टेक द सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 3 ऑड नंबर्स, है ना. फर्स्ट n ऑड नंबर है, n की जगह पर हम लेते हैं 3. सो हियर सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 3 ऑड नेचुरल नंबर्स. देखो क्या होता है, क्या करना है. Here you have to consider sum of first 3 odd natural numbers. First 3 odd natural numbers का addition. So it's a 1 plus 3 plus 5. So it's a 1 plus 3 plus 5. What is 1 plus 3 plus 5? 1 plus 3 4 plus 5 9. So sum of first 3 odd natural number. First 3 odd natural number is 9. So which is nothing but the 3 square. What is 9? 9 is the square of 3. आया समझ में. वन मोर एग्जाम्पल. सम ऑफ फर्स्ट 5 odd natural numbers. Sum of first 5 odd natural numbers. First 5 odd natural numbers. First 5 पहले से 5. So it's a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. उसका एडिशन 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 9 7 plus 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. What is the addition? 4, 9, 16, 25. So here sum of first 5 odd natural number is 25. So which is nothing but the 5 square. अभी कुछ रिलेट हुआ. इसका मतलब if you want to find the square of 10, है ना, if you want to find the square of 10, you have to consider the sum of first 10 odd natural number. Sum of first 10 odd natural number will give us square of 10. That's it. Suppose if you want to find the square of 4, है ना, 4 square निकालना है. 4 square. So basically हम क्या करते हैं, 4 square equal to 4 into 4. 4 into 4 करते हैं और आंसर is 16. According to this property, if you want to find the square of this 4, what you have to do? You have to consider the sum of first 5 odd natural numbers. To find the square of this 4, what you have to do? You have to consider the sum of first 4 का स्क्वायर निकालना है. You have to consider the sum of first 4 odd natural numbers. 4 odd natural numbers. sum of the first 4 odd natural numbers. So that will give us 16. Sum of first 4 odd natural numbers. तो पहले के 4. So it's a 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. It's a 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. So what is this addition? 1 plus 3 4 plus 5 9 plus 7 16. So 4 square is 16. So this is how you can find the square of any natural number by considering the sum of first that number of natural numbers. That numbers of odd natural numbers. Clear, students? So this is the property of squares. So pause the video and note it down. Now we'll discuss Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets. So what is Pythagorean triplets? Here we are given that if natural numbers a, b, c are Pythagorean triplets, if a, b, c are Pythagorean triplets, then we can say that a square plus b square equal to c square. This is given. One more property is there. If m is greater than 1, then 2m m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 form Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets. Done? These are the property. We have to study what is the meaning of this Pythagorean triplets. So Pythagorean triplets comes from the Pythagoras theorem. Which theorem? Pythagoras theorem. A great mathematician is there who state Pythagoras theorem for the right angle triangle. For which type of triangle? Right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? Measure of any one angle is 90 degree. So consider this triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, measure of angle B is 90 degree. So triangle ABC is one right angle triangle. So this is one given right angle triangle in which measure of angle B is 90 degree. So according to Pythagoras, the square of hypotenuse. Now this is one right angle triangle. So side BC is known as base of this triangle. This is known as base of this triangle. This is known as height, also known as altitude. Height or altitude, and this is the longest side of this triangle, which is known as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. So longest side of the triangle is known as hypotenuse. So according to Pythagoras, in right angle triangle, the square of this hypotenuse, the square of length of the hypotenuse, which is AC square, the square of the length of this side is AC. The square of length of this hypotenuse is equal to sum of square of its base and altitude. So you have to consider the sum of square of its base and altitude. Base is BC, so it's a BC square, and height is AB square. Again I repeat, you can write the statement of the Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, the square of hypotenuse is always equal to sum of square of its remaining two sides. This is Pythagoras theorem. Clear? So this is Pythagoras theorem. Now, so what is Pythagorean triplets? What is the Pythagorean triplets? The value of, or you can say the length of the sides of this right angle triangle which satisfy our Pythagoras theorem is known as Pythagorean triplets. Clear, students? The values of the sides of this right angle triangle which satisfy our Pythagoras theorem is known as Pythagorean triplets. For example, if you are taking longest side AC equal to 5, base BC equal to 3, and height AB equal to 4. So these are the values of the length of the sides for this right angle triangle which satisfy our Pythagorean theorem. How? So here left hand side AC square, which is 5 square, which is equal to 25. This is our left hand side. Now for the right hand side, it's a BC square plus AB square. So BC square plus AB square, or BC square is 3 square. BC square is 3 square, and AB square is 4 square. So BC square is 9, 4 square is 16. So this is equal to 25. Say result 2. So for these values of side, hypotenuse 5, this base 3, and this altitude 4, or Pythagorean triplets satisfy, or Pythagorean theorem satisfies, in which left hand side is equal to right hand side. So these values of the sides 3, 4 and 5 are called Pythagorean triplets. Clear, students? So Pythagorean triplets are nothing but the values of the length of the side of right angle triangle which satisfies Pythagoras theorem. Clear? It is not like that only these 3 values are there. There are so many Pythagorean triplets are there, out of which I am also writing one more example, and you have to find by yourself the remaining Pythagorean triplets, and you have to comment your answer in our comment box. Clear, students? For example, this is one Pythagorean triplets. One more Pythagorean triplets is 7, 24 and 25. You can consider the longest side. Longest side is the hypotenuse. So this one is 25. Remaining 2 sides can be 24 and 7. Now apply Pythagoras theorem for here. These Pythagorean triplets 7, 24 and 25. So first you have to consider the square of this hypotenuse, 25 square. 25 square. So 25 square is 625. Then you have to consider the sum of square of these 2 sides, that is 24 square plus 7 square. 24 square plus 7 square. 24 square is 576 plus 7 square is 49. Addition is 625. So this 7, 24 or 25 is the Pythagorean triplets. Clear, students? उसके अलावा one more Pythagorean triplets is there, that is 5, 12 and 13. अभी मैं नहीं लिखूंगा, है ना? So you have to find more Pythagorean triplets and comment your answer in our comment box. Clear? So this is Pythagorean triplets. You can find the answers by using this property, है ना? आपका आंसर यहाँ से मिलेगा. What is this? If m is greater than 1, for any value of natural number which is greater than 1, you can write the Pythagorean triplets. That means for any m greater than 1, take 3 values, that is 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1 will give us Pythagoras triplet. It will give us Pythagorean triplets. How? For example, if you are taking m equal to, चलो ले लो 3. Suppose if you are taking m equal to 3, you have to consider the value of m which is greater than 1. So if you are taking m equal to 3, we can write the Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets means 3 values of 3 sides, values of 3 sides of a right angle triangle. So these are the 3 sides of right angle triangle. Clear? Why these are given? 2m, m square minus 1 and m square plus 1, 3 values are given. These 3 values are nothing but the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. 3 sides of right angle triangle. Which 3 sides which satisfy our Pythagoras theorem? What is Pythagoras theorem? It can be applied in a right angle triangle in which square of hypotenuse must be equal to sum of square of its remaining 2 sides. So these 3 values are there. Done? So how many possibilities are there? How many Pythagorean triplets are there that you can find from here? Suppose if you are taking m equal to 3, so first side of this triangle is 2m, which is equal to 2 into 3. So one length of one side of the triangle must be 6 unit. It can be centimeter, meter, kilometer. We can take as a 6 unit. Second side is m square minus 1. So m is 3. 3 square minus 1. So 3 square 9 minus 1. So 8. So measure of second side should be 8. And the third side it's a m square plus 1. So it's a 3 square plus 1. 3 square 9 plus 1 10. So these are the values of Pythagorean triplets 6, 8 and 10. These are the values that will satisfy our Pythagoras theorem. Let's verify. You have to consider longest side as a hypotenuse. Now what is hypotenuse? Is the longest side of right angle triangle. So you have to consider this AC as a 10. So here our AC is 10 and remaining two sides you can take as a BC and AB. So take AB equal to 6 and BC equal to 8. Verify our Pythagoras theorem. What is Pythagoras theorem? AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. The Pythagoras theorem is AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So now our left hand side AC square, our AC that is 10 square which is equal to 100. Say result number 1. This is our left hand side. Consider the right hand side. It's a AB square plus BC square. AB 6. So it's a 6 square plus BC square. BC is 8. So it's a 8 square. So AB square is 36. BC square is 64. That is also 100. So for these values of side 10, 6 and 8 our Pythagoras theorem is verified. So for the three sides of the right angle triangle for which our Pythagoras theorem satisfy is called Pythagorean triplets. So these are the three values of side of an right angle triangle. Clear students? So this is how you can find your remaining Pythagorean triplets. For your homework you have to find the different Pythagorean triplets and you have to comment your answer in our comment box. Clear students? So pause the video and note it down.